What's up, everybody? This is Bionicle Boy. Flash versus Sonic the Hedgehog is about to start right about now. A death battle with speed, just right after the Flash versus Quicksilver that aired in 2016. And this is death battle. I am actually wondering, could actually Sonic move more faster than the Flash? And I just watched it right now at the wiki that when Flash beat the Quicksilver, he actually moved 10 times faster than more faster with the speed of light than Quicksilver, something that Quicksilver never actually had before. So Boomstick said that Barry can pull people into Speed Force and fight them there, giving them a home field advantage. But this is actually Barry Allen, and in this development it will be Wally West. And I remember the name Wally West from the Justice League when Hawk Girl's kind, her people actually invaded the planet Earth. And when the Justice League were about to go undercover dressing as civilians, the Flash said that he's not ready for revealing their true identity, even though they are to be trusted. And then Batman said, Wally West, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne. And I didn't actually knew that the kid Flash is actually Wally West. And after Sonic was humiliated, beaten by Mario, I hope he's gonna earn a point this time. I want him to win this death battle. No. Time to move faster, 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 faster. Doom, doom.
Thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring this episode. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis.
That's right. And what's best is you can
Blue Chew is made in the USA and prepares and ships direct, so they're cheaper than a pharmacy and you don't even need to leave your house. Absolutely perfect for a busy, mad scientist like myself.
And because we love you so much, we've got a special deal for our viewers. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our promo code BATTLE. Only $5 in shipping.
Again, that's BLUEChew.com. Promo code BATTLE to try it for free. It's the better, cheaper, and faster choice for increasing performance and confidence. Speed. It's the ultimate sensation on the human body.
And today, we're pitting together two of the fastest characters out there.
With these two, speed is far more than simply moving fast. Wally West, the fastest Flash from DC Comics.
And Sonic from Archie Comics, the most supersonic Sonic of all the Sonics. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Gonna be a pixel one. A
1985,
pixel.
The multiverse was in crisis. Infinite Earths were on the brink of total annihilation.
But one man could save the day by running really, really, really fast. The Flash. Ah!
To save everything and everyone, Barry Allen sacrificed his life.
But the Flash wasn't all gone. Barry had a sidekick. You might say a protege.
Yeah, a successor.
Wally West.
Despite the impressive amount of coincidences Barry needed to gain his speed, many others have possessed the powers of the Scarlet Speedster. But for Wally, his own coincidence is unparalleled.
Let's see. President of the Flash fan club, nephew to Flash's girlfriend who introduced him, visited while Flash had a chemical lab set up exactly like it was when he got his powers. Then, just like Barry, Wally got struck by lightning that knocked him into the chemicals, and boom, Flash powers. I wouldn't say this kid was super lucky, but he did get struck by lightning.
The true reason? Because Speed Force, a dimension of infinite kinetic energy which all Flashes draw their power from.
And the DC writer's favorite scapegoat for retcons.
With his newfound ability, Wally joined Barry's crime-fighting heroics as Kid Flash. Strong of head and light of heart, he was more than a sidekick. He was a surrogate son.
So when Barry went poof, naturally Wally
The third Flash.
the next Crimson Comet himself.
As the Flash... Stop doing that. Wally obviously possesses incredible speed, easily surpassing that of light. He can run non-stop for multiple days.
Forget running. This guy looks at reality and spits in its face before giving it a swirly.
Wally can manipulate each and every one of his molecules to, for instance, survive the inside of a black hole. Barry even once regenerated from a cloud of gas.
I bet he never has any trouble with NARBs.
NARBs?
No apparent reason, boners? They're devious. Always pumping up where you least expect them.
Wally can create tornadoes, toss lightning, and heal from deadly blows. These techniques are rooted in scientific theory and often require a mathematical mindset. For example, by vibrating his body at very precise frequencies, he can turn invisible, phase through objects, tear things apart while phasing through them, and even enter fourth-dimensional space.
So you're saying he'd never be able to do any of this if he was dumb?
Well, that's exactly what I decided to find out when I laced your beer with cosmic kinetic energy. It'll kick in later. With a touch, Wally can steal another speed and use it for himself. Specifically, he can take a person's kinetic energy, instantly stopping them in their tracks or even freezing them for centuries, even from those who are not linked to the Speed Force like Superman.
And his infinite mass punch can knock you across the whole planet.
Applying the laws of relativity, as Wally's fist approaches light speed, its mass technically grows to an infinite degree, striking with kinetic energy equivalent to a white dwarf star, or about 2.6 octillion tons of force. In fact, increasing the vibrational speed even further could break the universe.
The biggest nuke ever tested was 50 megatons. One punch from Wally is like 40 million of those.
Even more wild, Wally can change his vibration frequencies to affect alien energies that do not exist in his own reality.
It's how he helped take out these aliens called quantum mechanics.
Beings far beyond any physical dimension and immune to ordinary physics.
So, like a prism, Wally changed Superman's heat vision into super space magic to blast them all.
All this is absolutely insane to contemplate, but it is important to remember that Wally is somehow still human.
And a huge dork, but a fun one, not like Wiz over here. I mean, he got married and has kids, so...
Boomstick, I'm married.
What?
To my work. And Wally's family became sort of a cosmic lightning rod rooting him to reality when he time travels. Right? Boomstick, he can time travel. Isn't that fascinating?
I feel like you're trying to give me the runaround. Speaking of which, that's how he time travels. By running.
Whoa.
Should Wally become
Who's that? Who's he fighting with?
outrun the Speed Force itself, even running to the end of reality where the concept of death no longer exists.
One time, he beat these gambler gods in a race across the universe, and, they could teleport.
To win, Wally achieved trans-time velocity in less than 1 unit of Planck time, which is so infinitesimal, it is the absolute edge of measurable time itself. He was so fast, reality does not have any means to calculate or even comprehend his speed.
That's f***ing crazy. But for some reason, Wally still felt unworthy of the Flash mantle. Come on, man. Look at everything you can do.
Until one day, Barry returned.
Because Speed Force.
To determine the fastest Flash of all, Wally and Barry raced each other. This simple contest nearly tore apart the entire multiverse.
But our kid Flash finally let it all out and won.
Even with those unimaginable feats, Wally's greatest challenge was proving his worth to himself.
He's not just another Flash, he's the fastest being in the multiverse.
Dude, as soon as you finish your drink, turn yourself in.
Got me again, Flash.
Possesses incredible power. He can use chaos energy for defensive barriers and beams capable of shattering moons.
Somehow, he's even faster than before, and he's totally invincible. Like when he fought the demigod and possible power drink, Enerjack. This guy could rip people
Fought a
apart
demigod?
molecule by molecule. But no dice with Supersonic.
Like the video game, Sonic's super forms have a time limit, and now this limit can even be cut short through overuse of power. However, he battled Enerjack from day into night, so it must be able to naturally last much longer than the games, potentially over an hour.
But that's not even his final form. If he's got something as good as a Super Emerald around, he can go Ultra.
Ultra Sonic appears to possess all of Supersonic's abilities and then some. Specifically, he can tap into the raw magic of chaos.
Yeah, there's a bunch of wizards running around Archie's Sonic Land, like this mammoth mogul guy. Turns out they're all using the same Chaos Force.
Ultra Sonic can manipulate matter at an atomic level, changing its fundamental makeup.
Turning air to water, moving rocks around, opening portals across space-time, that kind of stuff. But while he's never changed other living beings before, it's not totally out of the question. Right, dummy?
You're correct, Boomstick. Although Ultra Sonic is not as proficient, this ugly monster wizard uses the same chaos magic, and he changed a partial robot rabbit into a full regular rabbit. A sentence so absurd, it likely damaged my internal processor.
Don't worry, it was never great. I took it from a refrigerator. Ultra Sonic has altered his own body to better traverse difficult terrain. With all this in mind, he could theoretically be able to change the molecular makeup of others too. Just like this.
Ow.
But if changing molecules isn't crazy enough, we need to talk about something even crazier.
Chaos itself. Chaos magic is typically used for one of three things: increasing physical ability, providing lost knowledge, and granting wishes.
Like a frickin' genie. Sonic's wish to reverse brainwashing, turn back time, revive the dead, and even rewrote all reality in his whole multiverse with a Kamehameha Chaos Beam. Okay, if he can literally just wish his problems away, you'd think he'd have way less trouble dealing with a fat ginger named after breakfast food.
Honestly, he rarely did.
Yeah,
Sonic
egg,
was gluttonous
man.
for adventure and action,
Egg.
so over the years, he and the Good Doctor formed an unhealthy codependent relationship.
Just like us. Life's not the same without his oval-shaped enemy to beat up on. So they're back at it every chance they get. Come on, guys, just get a room already.
But after being defeated so many times, both Eggman and Mogul independently came to the same conclusion. By collecting so many rings and emeralds over the years, Sonic has become a literal embodiment of chaos itself. As in, he's a variable that cannot be accounted for, a wrench in the cogs of reality. Without him even realizing it, fate bends to him.
You know you're a badass when the most powerful Chaos Wizard out there decides the only way to beat you is to just wait until you die of old age.
It's ridiculous, it's absurd, it's unexplainable.
It's Sonic the frickin' Hedgehog.
Oh, I like to hang, but I gotta juice.
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, let me tell you about a phone and provider that's as fast as these guys.
This episode is sponsored by Samsung and AT&T 5G.
I don't think
First
Sonic
Steve
doesn't
is
stand a
joining
chance.
forces with Samsung and AT&T 5G to kick things off for our upcoming RTX at-home virtual event. Oh, and definitely be sure to check out the new Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G, powered by AT&T 5G.
AT&T 5G requires compatible plan and coverage, not in all areas.
Head over to att.com/Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G to learn how you can get the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 5G for free.
Or the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G for $299.99 for a limited time.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
More like a death speed.
You really think you can outrun Wally? I'm the fastest man alive. Oh yeah, cherry flavored chump? I'm the fastest thing alive.
On your mark, get set, go!
Wanna bite? Huh? What's the matter? You too slow? Don't mess with the hog dog! Say, Uncle! Flash back! I'm out of your league! Whoa! Thanks for the speed!
He took his speed the way they said.
Super Emerald? I'll show you.
Where did they enter? I thought it was a black hole.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Huh? Let's see if Sonic is much faster than Quicksilver.
Nice try! But I'm invincible when I'm like this!
Huh?
You've mastered speed, but I've mastered fate! And I wish you gone! Forever!
Huh?
Chaos Control! Linda! Di! Iris! Help me now!
Uh-oh. Not good. Huh?
Huh?
Who's that? Is that a woman? Huh?
KO! So that happened.
Yeah, what happened exactly?
Well, this matchup was incredibly complex. Given their speeds were impossible to calculate, speed alone was, ironically, somewhat of a non-factor in comparison. Sonic in his base form didn't really stand a chance against Wally. Sure, he did seem to survive being launched 849,000 light years into an alien planet by a black hole imploding. However, considering he's been knocked out by far less, black holes are already imploding stars, and it seems some snow also inexplicably survived the trip. It's probably more likely the black hole acted as a sort of wormhole in its last moments and sent Sonic directly there. But if we assume Sonic was indeed blasted through space, a black hole's last moment usually results in an abrupt detonation equivalent to 5 trillion tons of TNT. Impressive, but the infinite mass punch could still deliver over 2 quadrillion times more power.
But Sonic's super forms were a different story. They had answers to almost all of Wally's skills. His chaos energy could replenish stolen speed, he was invincible, and he had friggin' wish powers.
Personally, I was expecting the opposite result. Against almost anybody else, Archie's version of Sonic is practically unbeatable. But across a greater percentage of possible scenarios, Wally just happens to be the exception.
He had every counter he needed to. The speed steal wouldn't stop Supersonic, but Wally still got that stolen speed for himself.
Super and Ultrasonic were essentially batteries of unlimited kinetic energy Wally could pull from. Even with their speeds being incalculable, this meant Wally could ensure he was faster. Plus, Wally performed a lot more of those incalculable speed feats than Sonic ever did, so he technically held an experience advantage in that field.
Chaos Wish Power would be an insta-win against basically anybody, but Chaos Magic uses physical energy. And guess what? Wally could phase through reality warping energy.
And jump through time, or vibrate to a higher spatial dimension to avoid Sonic altogether. Even though he had no way to take down Sonic's super forms, Wally has proven capable of effortlessly moving and vibrating at top speeds for days on end.
So it wasn't too hard for him to just wait out the super forms and strike at the first good opportunity.
And when it came to Ultrasonic's ability to alter atomic structures, Wally possessed perfect control over his own individual molecules.
But hey, Sonic's the embodiment of chaos. Fate automatically bends to him or whatever.
Except Wally has broken fate a few times himself. The best example being when he ran to the end of reality and forced the concept of death itself to die.
Because Speed Force.
Simply put, Sonic's hypothesized nature as an anomaly in reality just wasn't enough protection against someone who could also break the rules of reality.
And remember, when Wally raced Barry, their speed almost tore apart the multiverse.
Both these characters understandably seem overpowered to an extreme fault, but it's important to remember that in their respective worlds, the story comes first. Sonic was impressive, improbable, inexplainable, but Wally had the power, the counters, and the speed he needed to pull ahead in this absolutely mind-bending battle. Oh, the drink is kicking in.
Whiz! I ran to Jupiter! I'm a god! A speed god!
Incredible. Tell me, what cosmic insight have you learned?
Just one thing. Well, Sonic didn't know it. The writing was on the wall, E.
The winner is the Flash.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. Come back next week to see previews of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some DB merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
Next time. It's Colossus versus Winter Soldier versus Red Hood. Oh, I thought that was Colossus from X-Men. Winter Soldier versus Red Hood. Marvel versus DS. You wanna know what I was thinking? That Flash actually moved faster in the multiverse, that Sonic never actually done it before. And the fact that they said that his power is limited on the Chaos Emerald, I actually knew that he wouldn't stand a chance. And they actually said that the power of punching moved them when Sonic was I don't know how they said, but when he was attacked. It was when he actually survived, but Flash actually punched someone even much more than Sonic ever was ever casted. Was there something else? Think. What the... I felt disappointed that Sonic lost. Another loss for him after he was bested by Mario. And I just remember that there was a DBX with the Sonic versus Flash, but the Sonic actually defeated him, breaking his neck. I think that was Barry Allen, not Wally. Only the Flashes are the fastest of the fast and other beings in the multiverse. No one can move much more faster than the Flash themselves. And I'm actually rooting for the Deathbattle with Marvel versus DS. I think those are my favorites. And I always hated the fact that DS has always been so much characters of Marvel. I remember when I was so overjoyed when the Ghost Rider defeated Lobo. Finally, Marvel putting an end to DC's winning streak. And the Deathbattle with Booster Gold versus Cable. I couldn't believe that Golden Buffoon actually defeated Cable, the Ultimate Mutant. I felt like so incredibly disappointed. I don't know who will win, but I think I remembered on the comments that people who wanted which character they want in Deathbattle, and I think I saw they win the Winter Soldier versus Red Hood, or maybe it was the Punisher versus Red Hood. But I actually watched it on Bat in the Sun, a battle with the Punisher versus Red Hood, and it was actually up to the votes of people who actually wanted their favorite character to win. And in the end, it was the Punisher who won most votes, and he prevailed. I think the Red Hood is actually one of Batman's pupils, the Robin. I think it was Dick Grayson, or I think it was Jason. After Dick Grayson left, becoming Nightwing, and Batman having a new Robin. But I wonder what exactly does these two have in common? Their past, their tragic events that changed them forever. As for the Winter Soldier, I remember in the movies, used to be friend with Captain America. Can't remember what was the story. How did he become the Winter Soldier? Let's take a look a bit. Yeah, his name Bucky Barnes. She, Bucky Barnes as Winter Soldier with his WW2 and Captain America incarnation in the background, promotional art for Winter Soldier Volume Number 1, April 2012. Hmm. Uh, some people ask here, why is Bucky called the Winter Soldier? So since he was basically kept on ice for years at a time, and since the USSR often associates itself with a cold climate, he was nicknamed the Winter Soldier. Here on the plot I'm looking. 2 years after the Battle of New York, Steve Rogers works in Washington, D.C. for espionage agency SHIELD under Director Nick Fury. Hmm. On his way to rendezvous with Maria Hall, Fury is ambushed by assailants led by a mysterious assassin called the Windsor. Fury escapes and Roger's apartment and warns Roger that S.H.I.E.L.D. is compromised. Fury is gunned down by a Winter Soldier before handing Roger the flash drive containing data from the ship. Can't find the story about him. Oh, here. During the fight, Rogers recognized the Windsor as Bucky Barnes, his childhood best friend, who supposedly fell for his death on a mission, but was actually captured and experimented upon after WW2. Hill manages to extract the trio to safe house where Fury, who had faked his death, is waiting his outside the head. Harry carries by replacing their control chips. Huh. He captured an experiment on him, huh? And I remember he was fighting side by side with him in Avengers. And he also disappeared from existence when Thanos snapped his finger. That's the Red Hood. I think I remember seeing him for the first time on Batman, the Brave and the Bold, who was actually from an alternate universe, searching help from other planets because all the heroes have been defeated by Red Hood's enemies. And I think that Red Hood was actually Joker's alternative, one that is on the side of good. But here we're actually facing with someone who is not a Joker from an alternate universe, but from one of Batman's students, his Robin. I'm very sorry for Sonic that he lost. Now he has 2 defeats and just 1 win. I'm so sorry, Sonic. We'll see you again next time at this Deathbattle with Marvel vs. DS. Bionicle Boy logging out.